Welcome to the Keto Twins Test Kitchen, where we try to make recipes keto and test them for all of you. Sometimes we're scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and we see a recipe that's not necessarily keto, and we say we can make that keto with a couple small tweaks, or we can try to make a keto. And this recipe has 10.5 million views on TikTok. That's a lot of views, people. The creators of this recipe have a TikTok account called the Stewart Twins, which is funny because we're the Keto Twins. And so it is basically a pancake pocket that you can stuff with a bunch of different ingredients. The way that we're going to be making this keto is we're going to be using keto ingredients. You're going to be needing pancake mix, oil, and the things you're going to fill your pancakes with. We've decided to go with a very classic mixture of white chocolate and fruit, which is strawberries. So if you're new to keto, you've probably heard already that fruit is not keto, but there are some berries that have a low enough amount of carbs in them that they can be eaten on keto. And strawberries is one of them if you eat them with moderation. So a cup of strawberries has about 8 net carbs per cup, but we're not even going to be using a cup of strawberries in this recipe. We're just going to be using a small layer, so it's only going to be a couple of carbs. And if you're new here, Sarah and I take a relaxed approach to keto, and we have since January of 2019, and we've lost 160 pounds combined doing it this way. We call it technically keto, which to us means most of the time we're eating whole nutritious food like steak and radishes and butter and broccoli, but 30% of the time we like to add in some fun and exciting, somewhat dirty products to make keto sustainable for us. So that's why we call ourselves technically keto. So basically for this recipe, you're gonna need a lot of oil. We're gonna be using avocado oil for this recipe. I know that you guys are gonna be thinking, wow, what do you do with all that oil afterwards? But you can use oil multiple times. Restaurants do it. All you have to do is strain it. And so you could use a cheesecloth or a strainer or both. We've actually read an article that says you can use a bigger strainer to get out the big chunks and then use a cheesecloth, and that's going to give you an oil that you can use over and over again. Now, I don't think that you can use oil for like weeks or months at a time, but if you are planning to fry up other things that week, save the oil and save yourself some money. In this TikTok, they take a pot of oil and they heat up the oil and they make a pancake batter, and then they dip a very large spatula into the pancake batter and start frying their pancake on the spatula. This is a very large spatula. I asked Sarah, do you have a very large spatula? And she said no.
I didn't think I did.
Right? So what did I do? I just went and I found the biggest spatula I could off of Amazon. I had to buy a 2-pack. And so this one's too big, but this is just the right size, I think, for this project. You're gonna have to dip your spatula into the pancake batter. I didn't really think about that, and so I bought this, and this is the cup that we were gonna be using. Luckily, Sarah actually took a look in her cabinet and found this thing. And so I think this is gonna work perfectly for what we need to use it for, okay? They dip their spatula into the oil, and then they dip it into the pancake batter, and then they cook it, and they fry the first layer on here, and then they dip it back into the pancake batter, and then they fry it again, and it creates a beautiful toasted pocket. The rest of the video does go long, and they kind of, in my opinion, go off the deep end because they pour chocolate into a parchment paper and then they make like a bar out of it, and then it turns hard and they stick the bar into the pancake pocket, and then they add like mushed bananas in there, and it just goes, and then pecans, all kinds of stuff. But we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna keep it nice and simple. We're gonna be using pancake mix that's keto friendly. We just went to our grocery store down the street. We picked up this Birch Bender keto pancake mix. It has 6 net carbs per serving, and you just add water to this one, so that's nice. So our oil is heating up. That's probably gonna take a while. I have it on medium heat. We're gonna get together our pancake mix. I'm gonna be making about 2 batches. I just wanna have enough that we can easily dip into the cup to get it high enough on the spatula. For this pancake mix, you're gonna need just 1 1/3 cup of this mix and 1/2 cup to 2/3 cup of water. So the method in the TikTok is that you dip your spatula into the oil and you leave it there for like 30 seconds or a minute maybe, and then you take it out and it's got oil on it and it's hot, and then you dip it into your container of the pancake batter. So the deeper the container, the longer your pocket. We're gonna dip it into the oil. I'm kind of using the ledge of the pan as like a holder. This is a high heat handle, by the way. It says it right there on the spatula. So they didn't say how long to dip this into the oil for. I'm assuming that it's gonna be at least 30 seconds. All right.
Drain the oil off.
And no. All right, we are having issues already. Cool. We're gonna paint it. So sometimes with keto ingredients, they might act different. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
Ooh. All right, we're gonna drop this, not drop it, gently ease it into the oil.
Something's happening.
Oh, oops. Maybe it wasn't cooked fully. Ah! We have our first failure of the day. I think that this pancake mix is thicker than traditional pancake mix because it went on pretty thick. And so maybe we could just do it with one layer. When I pulled it out, it actually started to look quite good. I kind of wish I would have just stayed the course and stayed in there. So I'm going to take into account that it's thicker. I'm going to stick my spatula back into the batter. I'm going to build it up about halfway, and then I'm just going to cook it and let it cook.
Looks like a pocket to me.
Maybe a little bit more. It looks pretty good.
Nice and brown.
Reminds me of an empanada or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's kind of put it into the paper towel. We want this to drain. I'm going to take this offset spatula and stick it in there and see if I can loosen it up to slide it off of our spatula, our bigger spatula.
You need all kinds of spatulas for this recipe.
Doesn't look like it's...
Ready? Emily is losing hope.
So I don't think that I heated up the spatula enough. So here we go again. We're running out of mix. We're running out. Lifting off.
Well, that's what you want, right?
Not that much.
Yeah, as long as there's a pocket, I don't care what happens.
Some last minute body work because we're running out of pancake batter. It's like fried chicken.
I don't believe that it was solidly on there. I feel like it's sticking. It's definitely sticking to the sides, and that's what's causing it to not come
Maybe
off.
wait for it to cool.
Yeah.
I figured it out. I have figured it out. I have uncovered a conspiracy theory with this TikTok, and I'm going to tell you about it later. We are going to carefully try to get these pancakes off of our spatula. I'm going to try to make as much as I can with the batter. We're going to melt chocolate and spread it on the inside of our pancakes. We're going to layer some strawberries in there, and then we're going to go downstairs and we're going to try it. What a day. It's another day in the Keto Twins test kitchen. It doesn't look that bad.
No, it looks good.
Okay, let's talk about the conspiracy. Roll it. We're going to edit the TikTok and we're going to show you in slow motion how they have deceived us. See how this pancake, it's all of a sudden, it's there, but then you'll notice that the spatula is sticking out a little bit on one side. That means they had to cut it away from the spatula, and it's actually in half. So
when they take it or they slide it off of the spatula onto the plate or whatever, it's actually already detached from the spatula. So they didn't really show that.
And it looked like it was severed in half.
Right. They didn't show that you actually need to like do a lot of work to separate the pancake batter from the spatula. They kind of made it seem like it slides right off with no problem at all, and that's definitely not the case. It definitely stuck to our spatula no matter what we did.
We did get something that looks edible though.
Right.
Let's just try it. It's pretty good. It tastes good.
Reminds me of like a funnel cake at a carnival or something like that. It's crispy, it's light. I feel like this could go savory or sweet, but I also don't know if it's worth the effort to try to make the pocket, honestly. We were talking about this earlier upstairs, but if there was a way to just create like bread-like pieces, I would think that that would be a better option.
Like pancakes.
Like pancakes, like maybe fry them in a pan.
A little bit and then deep fry them.
Right.
because you can make them whatever shape or try to get the shape as much as you can. Flip them over, cook them for a little time just so that they're solid, and then drop them in the oil, and you might get yourself a nice deep fried pancake that you could use in a sweet or a savory way. We might try that. But yeah, it tastes really good. It tastes like a funnel cake to me. Sarah's able to pick up her pocket. Is the pocket necessary? No.
So even though we tested out that pocket and it didn't work, it was kind of like a fail, unfortunately. I feel like I'm glad that we tried out this pancake mix because it's really delicious.
I'm not sure if it's as good when it's not deep fried, but deep fried, it's very, very tasty. At the end of the day, we try out these recipes because we feel like it's fun and maybe it can bring you guys some more options. A lot of the time we're honest, like would I waste my time making a pocket out of a pancake? No. Could you somehow form the shape of a pancake and then deep fry it and create like a bread out of it? And I think the answer is yes. And if you guys have any ideas on ways that we could utilize this trick of using the pancake as a bread, either sweet or savory, why don't you leave us a comment below? We would love to hear it. We are always looking for ideas, and I think this does have some potential because the pancake itself was really, really tasty.
If you guys want to see us try out other viral keto TikTok hacks, you can click on the video on the screen and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily, and we are the Keto Twins, signing out.